Hey guys, Philip here with the 6th Starshot Onslaught update video. This update focuses on the crafting system and introduces several new object types and menus. Loot tables for enemy AI ships have been implemented. Whenever a hostile ship is destroyed, it has a chance of leaving a drop. The type of drop can vary from ship to ship, with more items being added to the loot table over time. The inventory window has now been implemented. Items that the player picks up will be moved into the player inventory, which displays the item and its quantity. Clicking on an item within the inventory menu will reduce its overall quantity by 1. An item with a quantity of 0 or below will be removed on next player click. Future updates will automate the cleanup process for the resources. Planetary resources have also been added and can be accessed from the Refinery. Currently, planet-based resources only include powder, but will be expanded to include other items such as liquids. The type and quantity of resources that can be harvested from a planet depends on the type of planet and the number of NPCs it has on its surface. Future updates will allow you to add additional NPCs to a given planet in order to increase the amount of material received with each cycle. Building cards have now been implemented early in preparation for the terraforming update. These cards allow the player to create a building at their location on a planet. These cards are currently being used to test functionality on planets that do not typically spawn buildings of one type or another. Refinery buildings can now be accessed. The window for the refinery displays craftable items along with planetary resources like powder. When the player clicks on a given item in the refinery, it moves the item into the player's inventory. Menus now have a zoom lock which activate whenever the player opens a given menu. This prevents the player from having to zoom in or out to see a displayed window. The crafting class has now been implemented. This class controls how resources are displayed in a given inventory, as well as quantity control for when an item is selected. Items that have a recipe will appear if the player has the corresponding ingredients to make said item, and will disappear when the player does not meet the requirements for the recipe. Numerous bug fixes and optimizations occurred this patch. Fixed an issue where items were prioritized in their draw function when outside of the player's inventory. This resulted in items drifting in front of menus when they were open. Fixed an issue with turrets where they were not releasing gun control when the player exited them. This resulted in the turret firing while the player is in another ship. Players can now access buildings on a planet without having to land on the planet's surface first. The first weather event, rain, has been implemented. There is a random chance on forest worlds for rain to spawn. The rain is still in the process of being optimized to reduce system lag due to the number of rain particles that are created. Small optimizations have reduced the amount of lag the player experiences when landing on a planet. Future updates will focus more on giving the player the ability to customize whatever planet they choose to call their home, as well as preparing for multiplayer functionality. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe or follow me on Twitter. Link in the description.